Joshua can
I'm a legend in this game, and you can't deny it. I'm the best heavyweight it's ever been.
Yeah.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Hi all, Loz D Punch Out TV. How are you all doing out there? Hope you're all good. I quickly want to make a video talking about Tyson Fury if he was to ever fight Anthony Joshua and what I see. I've just watched the full fight of the Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou. I've just watched it back, and I've just watched for the first time Francis Ngannou versus Tyson Fury. Now, I'd seen clips of it, but I never saw the full fight because I wasn't paying for that shit. But I've just watched it, and to my knowledge, after watching both of them fights, they always say you're only as good as your last fight. For me, Anthony Joshua has exposed Tyson Fury for being a hype. I wouldn't say a hype job, but for being overhyped. And Tyson Fury self-proclaiming that he's the greatest heavyweight out there and the greatest of this era. For me, Anthony Joshua has just exposed that. And why I'm saying this is because I don't care what people say. Like I say, you're only as good as your last fight. Watching the Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou fight, for me, if he was to step into the ring with Anthony Joshua at this current time, after going off the Otto Wallin fight and the Francis Ngannou fight, Anthony Joshua would destroy him. And I seriously believe that. Now, this is not me jumping on AJ's nuts. It might sound like it, but it's not. Because, to me, I don't look, like I said in my video on Saturday, I don't look into it too much, this win over Francis Ngannou, because, for me, Francis Ngannou was no boxer, and he should never have been dropped in with the top elite heavyweights. And as Anthony Joshua showed at the weekend, there's levels to this sport. Maybe if he'd have been dropped in and worked his way up through the ranking system, he would have got better as time went on, fighting more and more opponents. But to be dropped in at such a high level against the top heavyweights, Anthony Joshua put him to sleep very easy. Now, like I say, I watched the Tyson Fury and Ngannou fight for the first time today, as I'm off work today. And for me, he struggled like hell in that fight. Did he train properly for it? I don't know. Did he overlook Francis Ngannou? Possibly. But for me, I've always said it, Tyson Fury, for me, is overhyped. He always has been, and he always will be. And I'm not taking away his boxing credibility, what he's done, you know. He's two-time world heavyweight champion, yes, he's done it. But for me, I don't know if it's because he's slowed down or getting older, but for me, his legs have gone. His legs, he hasn't got the foot speed what he once had. Yeah, he's still got the IQ and stuff like that, but for me, I just can't see him getting past Anthony Joshua. I think Ben Davison has reinvented Anthony Joshua or pulled his hands from out of his pockets, because up until his last two fights, he seemed to me like he was a bit gun shy. If, like I say, if these two were to ever fight, I honestly believe that Anthony Joshua puts Tyson Fury to sleep. I heard Eddie Hearn talking about it at the weekend, and for once I actually agree with Eddie Hearn. I do believe Anthony Joshua sleeps him. Will he ever fight Anthony Joshua? No, I don't think he will. Because like I've said, he's the biggest con man in the sport of boxing. Will he fight Alexander Usyk in May the 18th? I don't think he will. I think there'll be a twisted turn. He'll pull out of it somehow, or he'll fake an injury or mental health. That's just what I believe. going off the guy's past record. I've been banging on the drum for well over a year, saying this guy won't fight Alexander Usyk, and I still don't believe he will. Every time it gets near to the fight, something happens. So that's why I've always said he's the biggest con man in the sport of boxing. He's a fraud. He is a fraud. And I believe Anthony Joshua's just exposed him, in my eyes, for him being overhyped. Let me know what you think. Is it me talking shit? It's just my opinion. As I see at this moment in time, at this current time, Anthony Joshua has exposed Tyson Fury for being overhyped, and his little fanny girls, they're just off the chain, them. You can't tell them deluded clowns anything. They are just deluded because they think that this guy is the greatest heavyweight of all time. But for me, he's not. I don't even think he's the greatest of our era. Until he's fought AJ, Usyk, Frank Sanchez, Filip Ergovic, people like that. If he beat all them, then I'd say, yeah, possibly. Or yes, he is. But for me, no, he's not. Like I stress again, it's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Would AJ beat him? Would Fury beat him? I mean, possibly Fury could beat him. Of course, there's always a puncher's chance, but I just can't see. I don't think Anthony Joshua, in my eyes, is too big, too strong. He wouldn't fall for that, letting Fury maul him and stuff like that. They're virtually the same size. For me, I think Joshua's stronger than him. So if they were in the clinches, I think Joshua would be able to bully him. But I couldn't see Anthony Joshua letting it go to the clinches. I think AJ puts him to sleep. And I think if he ever does fight Alexander Usyk, I truly believe Alexander Usyk schools him. That's just my point of view. Peace out. Catch you soon.